Hello and welcome. Quick question. When you were working on a new skill and you didn't see immediate results, did you quit? What if following your passions led to incredible opportunities, but only if you were consistent? In today's video, you will learn about how my persistent drive for improving efficiency and more has led to incredible leadership opportunities and a planning toolkit that I still use to this day, and one that you can actually use right now. But I'll show you how to access that in just a moment. So, before I forget, if you are looking for direct guidance or mentorship in your career journey, I have something to share with you at the end. So, be sure to stay tuned. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Cassandra and I am the Prosperous Heart. I empower other people just like you to create greater success in their life. And I choose to do so by breaking down the tech for programming and digital marketing into easy to understand bite sized pieces. If you find value in today's Prosperous Heart training, be sure to comment your greatest takeaway and share this video on your favorite platform. This will help others improve their chances of seeing more content like this. And if you would like more from me about programming, digital marketing, human design, or whatever I feel may benefit you, then be sure to turn notifications for whatever platform you're seeing this on. Now, I'm going to take you on a little journey, just like the pyramids were built brick by brick. That so too is what was required to be able to share this with you today. So I'll try to make it really quick. Now, I've always been about efficiency and documentation. It's kind of the story of my life. But this has led to many things like leading Cisco Data Symposium 2020, where I had a very unique opportunity to take a 90% plus in-person event across the globe down to 100% virtual with less than half the prior year's budget and spanning the globe for over 3,000 Cisco personnel during the first year of pandemic. My project management skills also have introduced me to the opportunity to lead the Cisco Data Science and AI for Good program, where I organized efforts of volunteers and nonprofits to create data science solutions. I also established Coding Hour, a multi-year collaboration with multiple speakers, recordings, marketing needs, etc., and where over 3,000 Cisconians were impacted by our efforts. Now, those are just a few examples of the background effort that was required and were beneficial building blocks until the introduction of Miro while I was at MiniChat. Now, if you've never heard of Miro, it's basically a digital whiteboard, and I have used it in almost everything that I do. It is a phenomenal tool for planning, organizing, and so much more. Now, after about 2 years of using Miro, Pipdex then came across my feed in an ad. And coupling those two together, my life has just never been the same. And if you've never heard of Pipdex, basically think of like a workshop toolkit in the palm of your hand, quite literally or even digitally. In fact, they even had a contest I participated in where I brought some of my favorite cards into a planning toolkit that I still use to this day, the same one I was talking about. And you can access it and more at this URL right here, right, that one, this one, processheart.com/Miro. I see I've got a couple of, hey, thanks for joining. So if you go to this URL right here, and I will share my screen so you can get a gander. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is my blog. This one specifically is processheart.com/Miro. If you scroll down, there's a lot of stuff here. I have an intro to Miro here. I've got some resources. But down here, and you'll eventually see this video probably on here as well, there's a link for Pipdex and the toolkit right here. So if you click on this URL, it will take you to this website. So this is the Miroverse template that I made. I did not win, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And so in this, I walk you through what's here. I have links to the different things. I've got instructions. I even have a video walkthrough. So I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I want to specifically touch on one particular piece because I'm actually going to be using it for working with Code for Dallas. Yeah, Code for Dallas, which is a subsidiary of Code for America. And I'm also going to be using it for Remote Sniper, which I'll talk about in just a second. So in this toolkit, you can't quite see the video, which is a little sad, but if you use this template, right, there'll be a video here and all that. But I'm just going to kind of walk you through um, this part right here. So right here, this is one of the biggest things that I've used in planning and things like that. It's called a sailboat, and it's just really, really awesome. So this is one of those things that I know I'm going to be using for so many different initiatives that I've got going on. But this is the toolkit that I was talking about, right? There's so many different things to this, and you don't have to use it all, just whatever works for you. But I felt like all of these things were used over and over and over when I was creating new code things, when I was creating workshops for teams. It was just all the things, right? So feel free to get at that workshop toolkit, feel free, Miro, feel free, right here on that URL. So that is where you can get it. And like I said, I do plan on using it on Remote Sniper. But anyway, back to pip decks really fast, just in case you were wondering. They do have other things like innovation, laws of UX, and more. But as well, you may not have seen, but I mostly focus on their workshop deck for that particular toolkit. So, as I said, Miro and pip decks changed the game for me. And as a Cisco software engineer in my most recent role, and growing in my skills with agile development, I introduced and brought rather and whatever introduced brought whatever biweekly sprints, sprint planning and retrospectives using pip decks and the other information that I was learning through agile methodologies. Now, why does this matter and why do you care? This made a huge difference for my team, and I was able to help another team get realigned with their mission and improve their own planning. So when you can make things more efficient, save time, help people get more clear, like what where's the downfall in that, right? Where is the downfall? So bottom line, my passion to empower others for success has led to the desire to make processes more efficient and teach others what I know. This has then led to initiatives like Coding Hour, Cisco's Data Science and AI for Good program, leading a team of software engineers, and now continuing with support for additional nonprofits and my own personal projects like Remote Sniper, which if you haven't heard about because it's very new, and I've decided to take this into a recording series where we basically learn the whole process a bit at a time. But if you head over to LinkedIn, YouTube, or even Facebook, and check out this hashtag, Remote Sniper, yeah, you will see more about it. You'll see, you know, like what it's about and just other things. So basically, it's an open source project that I wanted to create. One for my skills, but two because I just saw a need. And I'm hoping that it would make things easier and more efficient for job seekers to find remote work and recruiters to find people based on their skills. So I'm not going to go into that, but that's basically it. So again, Remote Sniper for that. So to recap, follow your passions. Do the things that make you happy, that make your life better, because you never know when the skills that you're growing now can be utilized for other aspects of your life. All right, that's it for today's training. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else, so I really appreciate that you spent your time with me here today. But before I go, I just wanted to remind you that I've done something new this year. I've opened up my mentorship program, and I've changed it quite a bit actually, but I've opened it up for only 10 more spots this month in April. So a little bit of background. During my career as a software engineer and digital marketer, I found that it doesn't matter if you are planning a go to market strategy for software you've developed, or you're trying to get people to attend events, or you're just looking for a new job. You must learn how to leverage multiple digital marketing channels in order to be seen by the most people likely interested in what you're promoting, including yourself. Now, when you're developing software, having a mentor or someone, well, really anything, but especially with software, having someone, a guide or mentor or someone to help guide you along your journey, can be very essential, especially if you want to save time and money. So, as I mentioned, I've designed a new opportunity to empower those looking to learn more about digital marketing and programming. Because the truth is, even if you get a degree in computer science like I did, technology is evolving at a rapid rate. And with AI, it's even faster. And without a mentor or a group of people to support you, it may seem overwhelming to try and keep up and even know where to point your direction to build your skills. And I understand that pain. That's why I created my monthly mentorship program. If you are looking to have direct connection with someone who has worked in both digital marketing realm as well as software development, if you are tired of confusing trainings, lack of responses to your inquiries on discussion boards, or simply would like a more human approach to learning, then my monthly mentorship program might be for you. Connect with me on whatever platform that you found this on, and we can chat about what you're looking to accomplish, where you feel you need assistance, and how I may be able to further empower you for success in your endeavors. Okay, that's it from me for now. Thank you again so much. I hope you have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day. Bye.